Hey, what's going on? It's Mr. Robinson, and this is actually for the parents, so parents and students. I want to show you how to log onto Classlink. I'm going to post the link to it here in a minute, but I do want you to go ahead and understand how to access Classlink at home. We're no longer using Clever. If you remember Clever, we used to use Clever to sign in. Now we're using Classlink. So we type Classlink here into Google. We're here at google.com. And I want you to search Classlink and then type in Charleston County School District. I know that's a fair amount of words. And so we're going to, let me see here. We're going to click in here. You want to look for the one that says Charleston SC. Because if you don't, there's a Clark County School District that also uses Classlink. So you want to use this one that says Charleston SC. And you should see this little beach thing because we are in Charleston. We live close to the beach. You know your student's username. Um, and so you type your username and password. We're going to hit log in. And that's how you're going to access Classlink. I'm not going to say the password. I'm here in Google Chrome. So the type of apps that your student will have is going to be a little bit different. Whoop, let me move out the way here. The type of apps that your student is going to have is going to be different, of course, than the apps that I have available. But you can access things like Canvas, which I use for my lessons. And so you would sign in, you would be able to sign in, you would type in your student's email. Your student's email is going to be their first and last name, and then at ccsdschools.com. That's going to be your student's email. So their first name and last name at CCSD schools. That's not my login, but you click that, you can access Canvas from there. You can access Amplify. Amplify is pretty important. Let me see, it might make me sign in. Amplify has this thing here. Your students is going to look different. They're going to see something kind of like this when they log in. Oop, not here. Fourth grade, depends on the grade level, right? But for fourth grade, they're going to see this, right? And so this is library. Library has their reader, and they can access the reader online if they ever need to access it. It also can read to them. If you go here, so we're in unit 2 right now as of recording this. And so you can turn to whatever page. You also can go to the table of contents. Let's say, let's go to chapter 5, and it will read to you. Let me move out the way. And it will read to you. You click that, it will read out loud to you. You can also change if it's reading fast, slow, or medium, and then rewind. You can do this pretty much for any page. They also have just the PDF version if you need it as well. It also has the biblioteca. Yeah, La Biblioteca is just the same reader, except it's in Spanish. And so if your child wants to read, they don't have all units, but they do have Unit 2. If you want to read it in Spanish, it is here. It will not read to you, however. So you're going to have to read that on your own if you want to read it in Spanish. So it also has that. The other really cool thing that it has is amplified vocab. We use this a lot. If your kids are in my class, and I believe Miss Day is using it as well. You might be familiar with this. I'm not trying to draw anything. Uh, but this vocab app allows your student to learn new words. And so they get a series of words, they answer some questions using the words in context. And as they learn words, they will get mastery. And so it'll eventually list how many words they have mastered because it's going to ask them those same questions from time to time. It's going to kind of cycle them in and out. It's a fun little thing that we do in class. You may have to zoom out real quick to make sure you can see everything on the screen. It's a little bit zoomed in. But once you get in there, you can say have fun, but yeah, you can kind of have fun with Amplify. So Amplify is here. Brain Pop, iReady. We always want to use iReady, right? So if you want your student to get, our goal is for students to have at least 2 reading lessons and 2 math lessons by the end of the week in both subjects. I specifically ask my students who are doing what we call a phonics splits. If you're working on phonics, those lessons might be a lot shorter. I want them to have at least 5 lessons in reading by the end of the week. They can access that here. They can also access Class Dojo. There's a lot of things they can access via Classlink. A lot of the stuff that you could access via Clever, you can access via Classlink. So I just wanted to show you real quick how to go about doing that. You go to Google, you search. I don't know why it looks like this. Google, we're going to google.com. I don't know what that was about. I'm on Microsoft Edge. Sorry. And you type in Classlink, Charleston County School District. Go here, and then you log in. I'm already signed in, so it's going to sign me back in. Look for that beach, okay? If you don't see the beach, you're in the wrong place. They also have some instructions here for Classlink. Hope you understand. Hope that makes sense. Hope that makes your lives a little bit easier. Just wanted to share that with everyone. I'll post the link below this video.